Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Adafruit Show and Tell. I'm Liz. I'm going to be your host this evening. If you would like to join the stream, you can find a link on our live broadcast chat over on our Discord server. That's at adafruit.it/Discord. But first, where we hear from community folks, we're going to hear from Adafruit folks. And to kick things off, we have Scott. Hey, how are you?
Hello. It's nice to
Hey,
be back on Show and Tell.
yeah, good to see you.
Th- Thank you for hosting and thanks for covering for me. For the folks who don't know, my youngest went to daycare this week, which means I am back in my
Nice.
office. It is very cluttered, but I've got a lot more time to get things done. So,
Sweet.
um, two things that I've been working on this week. One is this thing. This is an M5 stack um, tab 5. So it's an ESP32P4. They've got this wild diagram here.
Wow.
Um, but the thing is that there's basically three USB plugs that you can deal with.
Oh,
So this is the Espresso evaluation board, and you can see that there's three plugs here. One is high-speed USB, and then there's two full-speed USBs. One is connected to a full USB device, and one is connected to like the serial JTAG converter.
okay.
And basically, the Tab 5 has the device on this plug, which means that you can't get like the Circuit Pi drive. But somebody pointed out to me some magic code that allows you to basically switch these two full speed ones, so that
Oh,
you can
okay.
get a Circuit Pi drive on that thing. So I got that working. Um, I
Very
didn't get
cool.
the display working yet, but I'll probably give it a try tomorrow to do that. This is a DSI display, and I do have DSI displays working with P4. I did get that going
Sweet.
while I was on like limited time.
Gotcha.
But the USB thing was hanging me up getting it working on the Tab 5. So
Gotcha.
I'm excited about that. And then the other thing is the other work I've been doing is Zephyr work.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is a NRF 5340. So this is an NRF chip. This is like the generation after the 52840, which is like
Oh,
super
okay.
popular for us. It's
Hmm.
got more RAM. It can do BLE audio, although I'm not supporting that yet. But this is their EVK, and what I've decided is that for newer NRF chips, we will do Zephyr instead of just NRFX and soft device.
Very
Um,
cool.
so I've been working on Zephyr, and what I added here is the ability to have the Zephyr board definition do I squared C. So you can see here that I've got just some light sensor here on I squared C,
Hmm.
and it's hanging off the board here based on the I squared C for the Arduino pinout. So it automatically detects certain I squared C buses, and then you can just use them. It's not
Oh,
quite
that's
bus IO I squared C where you can pick any pins and it goes on any pins, because Zephyr doesn't do that. But they
okay.
do allow you to say like for this board these are the I squared C pins, and then you'll be able to use it. So if you show my screen,
Cool. Yes.
um, this is what I'm not actually connected to it, but I was doing it earlier. So what we
Mm-hmm.
so this is for the NRF 5340 DK with the NRF 5340. This is all auto detected. So based on the Zephyr board definition, these are the things that we're kind of automatically creating for what you would
Okay.
normally have on board. So here you can see we actually have three I squared C related things. We have Arduino I squared C1, and then just plain I squared C. So that means that they're actually equivalent. They're all three. Like there's two
Hmm.
names that we get from Zephyr, and then my script decides like, hey, we're going to make this one board I squared C, so that like examples with board I squared C work. And so that's what this one is. So you just do board I squared C like you normally do in CircuitPython, and it works. Well, I
That's
was like
awesome.
kind of shocked, frankly,
Yeah.
because I had Claude write the like flesh it all out, just say like, hey, I want to add a new module. It's going to be just like this, but it's going to be called that, and it's for Zephyr. And it like I had to fix one configuration thing, and then I like had to fussed with it and plugged it in, and I saw these like Lux printouts. I was like, whoa, it's working. Like,
That's really cool.
I
Yeah.
meant to like I went back and reviewed it and stuff, which you should always do with Claude, but I was like, wow, like it got me pretty far,
Yeah.
which is wild. So yeah, I my plan is to do deep dive starting in January when I'm kind of like fully back,
Gotcha.
and
Yeah.
people can expect to see me doing some Claude stuff because it's just a great tool.
Cool.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this, and I'm around.
All right. Well, welcome back. It's always great to see what you're working on, and thanks for coming by tonight.
Thanks, Liz. Thanks for hosting.
Okay. No problem. Have a good one. All right. Now we're going to hear from JP.
Hey, hello.
Hey. Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. Hey, I had a note in the comments that for some people YouTube is showing up vertical video,
Yes.
and I know that we now are kind of
there's
both, right?
Yeah, there's two links. There's one that's horizontal, one that's vertical. It was like a new feature in StreamYard, so if folks are seeing that, they can go to another one. Yeah. So I saw someone post the widescreen one. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, there's a link in Discord for the widescreen one. Someone asked on YouTube about it. I'm not sure how they'll find it, but cool. It's blowing my mind because I'm seeing like 4 of us in our UI here.
You can hide the vertical one. There's a little button underneath it. Yeah.
Hidden. Nice. All right.
Yep.
So what I wanted to do was give one little tip today related to this video wall that I've been putting together. If you can add my screen there, you see I've got essentially 9 monitors there, and I'm sending HDMI to them.
Very cool.
The reason I have 9 monitors is someone on a Buy Nothing group, a local Buy Nothing group, was giving away like an office or a classroom's worth of monitors, and I said, hey, I could use those, so I got them for free. Put together some mounts and stuff so that I could build a wall out of them. But something to note, this is my tip. A lot of times these inexpensive older monitors dating back to 2010s and that era will have DVI-D, which is that white connector there. And also this case has a VGA and a display port. Yeah, display port. So the cool thing is it's very inexpensive and easy to go from HDMI to DVI D because they're the same video format. It just lacks the audio, which doesn't matter in my case.
Right.
And someone can correct me if I'm wrong if it does carry audio, but I don't think it does. So you can get either little adapters, which are very inexpensive in bulk. I think I got 10 of them, and they ended up costing a couple bucks each. Which has HDMI right there. So if you want to plug in Raspberry Pi or Fruit Jam or whatever, don't turn down free monitors that seem to not have HDMI because they probably do. What resolutions you'll get will vary depending on the monitor, but they all seem to work out pretty well for what I'm doing. You can also get cables that are exactly this. So HDMI on this end, DVI-D on this end. There are a few different DVI standards. There's DVI-D, I, and one other one.
Yes, and they're deceptively like similar.
Yeah, so sometimes you'll
slightly
find, like,
different pins. Yeah,
that big pin there. Sometimes that's a plus shape or 2 of them. Avoid that, whichever one that is, because I think that's.
And if you're trying to adapt a cable very quickly, it can be very sad when you plug it in and it's just slightly wrong.
Copper bends. So yeah, look a little bit to make sure you get the right things. But I've been happy to find that I got a bunch of free monitors that don't seem to have HDMI, but in fact they do deal with that signal, because that's something we've talked about a bunch actually with a lot of our things, like the sock that you can put on a Pico or the Fruit Jam or some feathers that we have that have DVI video out. DVI is sort of the standard that matters, and HDMI or DVI-D are the sort of shape of the port on one end, and we're not actually doing a lot of the HDMI things like audio in this case. So that's my tip, and I'll be showing more about this video wall in the future, but I just wanted to share that
I think I used those same Dell monitors in my former life. I recognized the back ports. It felt very eerily similar.
Like,
so I think they have some minor like touch capability. If
they may.
model.
Yeah, they may. They have a T. The letter T is in their name, so they may have
then yes.
ability. I didn't even
I'm
know
old
that.
friends with that monitor.
Oh
Best
my
friends
gosh,
with that monitor.
Yeah, I think also this one said that you can. It's for businesses, so that's probably why you ran into it, and you can administer them remotely on a Windows PC with the right software running. Apparently, you can do updates or changes or whatever to a bunch of monitors. I'm not dealing with any of that stuff, but I was pleased that they, even though these things usually have a somewhat crummy viewing angle, they mostly are color correct to each other.
Yeah, that's great, and especially where you're doing a wall to have all the same ones.
It's nice.
That's really cool. Yeah,
it's nice. Otherwise, the one yellow one or the one dim one really stands out. But,
yeah.
So that's my tip.
Cool. Looking forward to seeing more of these.
Right on. Thanks, Liz.
All right. Have a good one. All right. Now we're going to hear from folks in the community, starting off with Flying Things. Hello. How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
So you probably, I don't know if you see me.
I see you. Yep.
I have a tail. I made a tail.
Amazing.
Legs. And I switched over from CircuitPython to all Arduino. I had a few more. Needed some more upgrades that my little board, the NRF52 couldn't handle, so I switched over to ESP32 and full Arduino, and I got some sound effects. If I could find my other. Can you hear that?
Yes. Yeah, I can. Oh, cool. So it's controlled with the cap touch pads that you have?
Yeah, so these two pads are just like a button.
Okay, very cool.
Input. Yeah.
Amazing. And so the tail, is that also being operated with electronics right now, or is it just the fabric right now?
It's all just like a limp tail. It's not controlled or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Thank you.
Awesome.
So that's all I've had. That's all.
Excellent. I love seeing you come by. You're one of my favorites, so thank you. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. All right. That's going to do it for tonight's show and tell. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. Just a reminder, no Ask an Engineer until 2026. But otherwise, keep an eye on Discord and everything for other live shows. And have a good evening, everyone. Bye.